Thanks for joining me for today's Lunch and Learn. I'm Keith Armour, the Adult Learning and Literacy Manager. Well, it's that time of the year when people start looking forward to their summer vacations. And a great place to start is right here at the library. Today we're going to explore how to find our large selection of guidebooks, how you can actually use our passport services, and learn about our local attractions through our Discovery Pass. So let's go ahead and take a look. Well, all right, we've arrived at our website, chpl.org. Now, I want to point out one little feature that I really like is right up here. Obviously, when you search, it always defaults to the catalog. But there's another thing right here, keyword, but you can also put in subject as well. So I'm going to go ahead and in here, I'm going to type travel guides, and I'm going to hit the search key. And automatically we have over 679 results, and a lot of them are results based on local attractions. So here's the Kentucky Bourbon Country Essential Travel Guide, 100 Things to Do in Cincinnati Before You Die, and even Great American Road Trips as well. So that's one area that you can definitely search in our catalog and find the books that are here. And we have some that are up to date, just like this one, Italy for Food Lovers 2023. But a lot of times we as a system go ahead and use our digital catalogs to actually reserve and have that up to date, all that up to date information. So we're going to go to stream and download over here in the blue banner. And the two big services that we have when it comes to ebooks and audiobooks, of course, is Libby and Hoopla, and that's where we're going to take a look. I'm going to go ahead and click on the browser here. It's going to, of course, open up to my account, but I am going to go ahead and I'm going to use the search feature. And remember, on your mobile device, it's the same type of icons for Libby. If you click right here, and then right up here, you can see the things that I have been searching for. Let me just go ahead and search for Lonely Planet. However, if you did not have this already up here, you would just type in the field right up here. So I'm going to click on Lonely Planet, and you can see all of there's 70 of those ebooks that are available on a lot of different countries. If I go back to the search feature again, I could look at all of those, but I could also up here, go ahead and get rid of that. And of course, Rick Steves, just the guru. We had him at the library many years ago. And Rick Steves is right here. He is so good about anything in Europe. And so here's all of his travel guides. And then of course, if we go back one more, one of my favorites is DK Eyewitness. It really has some really great tips on the top 10 things to do in different locations, top 10 things in Chicago, or just the Eyewitness of Chicago. It tells you all of the nice touristy kind of things that you want to do. So that is Libby. You can definitely type in the word France. Maybe you're going to go to France. And you can look at not only literature, but you can also look at travel books as well. I'm going to click back out. I'm going to go back to stream and download right here. And then the other resource that's always kind of up to date, and that is Hoopla. We're going to click on the browser here. And the same thing, I'm going to type right up here, travel guides, travel. And then I'm going to type in guides and then hit a search. And then here's a whole bunch. They've got, now Hoopla is fairly generous when it comes to their selections. Remember, Hoopla is one that you can always download. If you see it, you could download it and read it today. You could learn all about Scotland here, England, Japan. All of them are here that are represented it's a perfect place to really kind of look at all of our travel guides that are out there. Now, I'm going to go back to our main page, and I want to point out something that a lot of people don't realize is a service at the public library. And that is, I'm going to click on services, and I'm going to go right down here to more, and then I'm going to scroll all the way down here where it says passports. Yes, we help you apply for passports. We help at Anderson, Corryville, downtown, Harrison, and also at the Sims Township. Now, all of these are links to directly go and make an appointment with them. Right now, currently, you have to set up an appointment. We don't have any walk-ins for that. We have to have our trained individuals that are ready to actually help you with the process. And then here's all the things that you need to bring to your appointment. And then, of course, frequently asked questions, and then some other information here as well. And about our fee setup. And remember, our fee setup is to the State Department. So it's not that the library actually gets money from that. All right, so that's our passport service. And then the last thing, a lot of times people think, oh, well, I would love to go to France. I'd love to go to Italy. I'd love to go to Australia, all sorts of different countries. South Africa is on my list. I'll tell you right now, a lot of times we don't have the resources. However, if you go to services and go right under here, the Discovery Pass. The Discovery Pass is a really good local organizations participate where you can reserve and get into these places with just your library card. The Taft Museum, the Pyramid Hill Sculpture Park and Museum, Harriet Beecher Stowe House, great parks of Hamilton County, the Cincinnati Museum Center, the Cincinnati Art Museum, and even the American Sign Museum. Now, you can reserve your pass, but I just want to tell you that to reserve your pass, you have to be a resident of the state of Ohio, and then you can look at all of the other things as well, okay? Now, if you don't have a library card, of course, go into one of our 41 locations to get a library card. Now, if I click on Reserve a Pass, let me click here, and we have a new login. Of course, you'll have to put in your library card number and your PIN. And of course, here is some basic information as well. Great way to take the family out and about. And if you need a different language, right here, we have Google Translate, so you can change this to any language whatsoever. All right, I'm gonna click out and tell you a few more things. Well, all right, there it is. We've got our passport services. We've got our wonderful selection of guidebooks from Libby and Hoopla, and of course, our Discovery Pass for local attractions, all with your library card. I'll see you next time for another Lunch and Learn.